I imagine a world for girls of color who don't have to struggle and fight for what is just and what is right.
Imagine after school a place where both, no matter what culture you come from, that you come with the open mind that I can learn and do anything. If the after school program that I'm part of, or the workforce that I'm part of, or the culture that I'm part of has opened doors, that I am free to walk through any one of the doors I choose. I am self-directed. I am motivated from what looks appealing to me, not what the expectation is from the majority. So I imagine a world that is welcoming for you to choose whatever pathway you want and make that journey your own. But I also think in that journey you go back and reflect and you share with the others that haven't walked through that door what your journey was like and encourage them to maybe try something different.
For me, I would say I imagine a world where we don't have to have special programming for women and girls of color because we've gotten to a place of equity. I imagine a world where I'm not asked to speak or to be a part of a program because I'm the first or I'm the only, but a world where whether we're hyphenated, whether we're female, whatever our backgrounds are, that we all understand that we're a part of the fabric that makes America as great as it is, and the next generation can surpass everything we've done. That's what I imagine.
I imagine an educational system where the culture has shifted, where there's been a paradigm shift, and students are taught that they have certain talents and certain abilities that can propel them to fulfill their potential, and not taught that they will not succeed because of their socioeconomic background. And that stigma is no longer a label that prevents them from reaching their potential.
I imagine the table of power brokers in after school, and I imagine that I'm not there, that I've gone away from the table, but I come into the room and the diversity and the power, and more than anything, the voice of the women of color who now sit at that table blows my mind. That it's beautiful. It's like music, right? I mean, it's not just about getting things done and processing through things. That there's a depth of the conversation that reaches to your heart, and that's what drives this work. We're in this work because we're passionate about it. And so I imagine that table, and I imagine some young women at that table who were my age when I started there, and they have new ideas and they have this new energy, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful and it's harmonious.
I imagine young girls of color just knowing that they can be leaders in their community, especially like I think about my daughter, because I know that she looks up to me. And although we have like challenges sometimes, but I know that I'm always leading by example for her. And I know I'm the reason that she's into like science or she's into school, and she's a leader in her school. She's a leader. And that to me is so powerful that I can share that knowledge. And I imagine that every girl feels like that. Every 9-year-old girl feels like they can make a difference in their work, in their community. I just imagine that.
I imagine walking into an after school or summer program, and I see young girls attending that program, and they feel confident, they feel empowered, they feel they're in a place where they can honestly talk about their lives to other peers, to those amazing leaders who are male or female, running those programs, and who say, I'm ready to conquer the world, and this is an environment that's going to give me the support and the counseling and the empowerment to do that. That's what I imagine, and I think that's going to happen real soon.